Hi, welcome to our presentation for our application Unigrow. It is developed by Sanjeet Jain, that's me, Dhruv Vagela, Yuvraj Nagi, and Yash Baleri. Our links are here available. So mainly this application is more centered towards giving more detailed information about courses available at Stevens, and mostly it's created by Stevens students for Stevens students, and it's based on the Canvas API and the Canvas token that's used for mainly getting all the data regarding the courses available at Stevens and the various departments, and also extract syllabus from the students' Canvas account. So the project was developed in Next.js 13, and the other technologies which we used alongside that was TypeScript, Upstash, which is a Redis provider, MongoDB for storing all the course related data and user related data, Pusher, which is kind of like a pops up queuing mechanism to implement a chat functionality which we have. We also use Tailwind for our CSS and styling. We use Firebase storage to store all the syllabus documents which we extracted from the user's Canvas accounts. We deploy the applications on Heroku and Vercel. Currently, I'm demoing the Heroku version of the application. We also use GitHub CI/CD to build our application on Vercel dynamically and take care of all the issues with bugs and deployment issues. We are also using cron jobs. As of now, we are using Vercel cron jobs and another adapter for Heroku cron jobs. The cron jobs are basically a timed API call which runs on the server to update all the course related data and syllabus related data. So now I'll demo the entire application through and through, and also talk about the other technologies, why, and where did we use them. So coming to the landing page. So this is the landing page. Then there are a couple of static links which are available out here, such as the FAQ section. This mainly covers all the common questions which people might have while using the application, like, is your Canvas data key and secure with Unigrow? Yes, it is. How can you obtain your Canvas key? We have a YouTube video explaining the entire process to explain how it works and how to use it. Then we also see that can you access our Unigrow on multiple devices? Yes, you can access it on multiple devices, including your phones and tablets. Then there are a bunch of other questions which are related to more of Stevens side of things, like what courses can I take on Stevens? What's the drop add period? What's the deadline for it? So we try to give as much information on the portal as possible, compared to the Stevens website, which is not convenient, not user friendly, and does not provide the syllabus for all the courses available. They don't provide the updated courses at all. So now I'll log into the application and then go step by step through the entire application. So the login is through Google Auth Provider. So each Stevens account, each student at Stevens also has a Google subdomain account as well, which is giving us access to Drive and other bunch of Google functionalities as well. So we're using that as a primary login provider. So once you click on this button, you can basically log into your account, and that would take you to your Canvas login and your Okta push verification login. But since I'm already logged in this browser, I'll just continue with this, or I'll just close everything and start it again. So login, Google, and I'll enter my Stevens edu mail ID. It will take me to my Stevens login page. I'll enter my password, sign in, get an Okta push notification, log in using Okta, and then it will redirect me to the parent application, which is Unigrow. So after reaching here, it will give me a form to enter my major. So currently we are not able to validate the majors, as Canvas API is not pretty much friendly in giving all this information. Also, there were some technical limitations on getting the joining term for the users, as the Canvas API was not giving us all the courses available for a student. Like for some set of students which we tested the application with, their spring semester courses weren't available, or some professors decided to keep their courses as private, such as Web Dev 1 by Patrick Hill. So that turns out that the entire course is private, so we cannot fetch any data regarding it. But that's how it is. So Lastly, you need to give your Canvas token. So this is basically an API token which you can get from your Canvas account. How to get it? There's an entire video explaining the same, but to demonstrate for demonstration purposes, I'll go through all these steps currently mentioned here. So I'll log into Canvas out here, which I've already done. Then I'll click on account, settings, and go to approved integrations. Account, settings, approved integrations. So I'll create a new access token. I can name it whatever I want. I'll name it Unigrow here. You can set an expiry date, but I leave it empty. You'll generate a token which you can copy. Go to the form, paste, scroll down and click on submit. So now what happening is during that 1 second, it extracted all the data which it required. So now if we look at the courses below, we can, so basically after logging in, if I click on one of these courses will mainly have the syllabus already pre-populated in them because of the extractor code running behind. So how the extractor code works is it goes to your account, it opens all the courses which you have available or which you had taken in the past. And then by going into each course, it basically goes through the module section and then looks for anything which has the word syllabus in it and it's a PDF file. So in this case here, there's the word syllabus and it's a PDF file. What it does is it tries to fetch this file and get this URL basically and store it in the Mongo collection. So now if I look at this application, go to 526, I'll see the file available for download. So if I hit download, I'll basically get the entire syllabus available for CS 526. This information is not there on the Stevens course as of now. For some reason, it's not given out. It used to be given out in as part of a Stevens Wikipedia page, but that was taken down, I think, last month. It should be still around, but it used to be there, but it's not there anymore on the Stevens website. So this is our way of displaying the information and getting the updated syllabus for everyone. So if I had taken the course in fall 22 and some other user or some other student registers on the website and takes this course again in say fall 2023, and if the syllabus is available in the module section, this course will likely get updated to the latest syllabus on its own. Now going back to the home page after logging in, this is the dashboard which we land on. Here you can see your major, all the subjects you took. It also tries to fetch your to-do list. So this to-do list comes from the Canvas API and it will basically include all the assignments you have due for that particular day. Now if you have no assignments due, your to-do list will ideally be empty. But if you have anything for submission, say like this section on the right, if these dates were like currently available and there, then these dates would be available for your to-do list if you have not completed them. Now going forward to the other tabs available on this, other data available on this page, you can also see the people in your major. So these are, this is Yash and this is Dhruv, my teammates who developed the application. So you can basically see their courses, their details, and you can click on these links and go to these courses to see what these courses are. Now, for example, if I say click a course such as FE 511, I have not taken this course earlier. Neither have I taken it on my Canvas board. As you can see, there is no course called 511 anywhere. Now, if I click on this course, I'll be able to see the details, maybe the syllabus if it's available, but I cannot give it a rating because I haven't taken this course earlier. Whereas if I go to one of my courses, which I had taken earlier, I can basically leave it a rating and this rating gets stored into MongoDB. Now, if for example, Dhruv goes to the website and clicks on his profile, goes to FE511 and changes the course rating, I'll be able to see that data as well. And then there is, so this was the dashboard page. Now going to the next page, that is courses. So basically you can see all the departments under Stevens Institute of Technology and what all courses they offer. This list might seem overwhelming. But for example, if you want to look for CS, you can just type it in a short way. Or if you wanted to look for FE, which is financial engineering, or something else, whichever you wanted to look for, say information, something related to info. You don't remember the complete name, but you can basically look for the course here. So I'll go into the CS because it's pretty familiar and I know what course levels are there. So after clicking on the department, it will take you to this page, which will categorize all the courses based on their course levels and course difficulties. Rather than dumping all of the data here, we found this to be a good approach to show the data to the users. So if you wanted to look at anything regarding the courses of different levels, you could just simply look at them in one go rather than having to open 10 different pages and looking at everything differently. So we cleaned out the UI compared to the Stevens existing page. Now, for example, you don't remember your course code, but you remember something inside the course which you're interested in. So for example, I'm interested in Python. I can type Python and then see the courses which offer something or anything related to Python. Then after opening these courses, I can click on these courses. So let's click on a course which I've never taken before, which is Fundamentals of Computing. Then I can get the information here. And then click and see the actual website, Stevens website also, which is available. Or I could go back to one of the courses which I have taken before, which is CS 583. And then I can leave it a rating if I wanted to. If I was unhappy, I would leave it a 1 star. If I was very happy, I would leave it a 5. I'll give it a 3. And then I can look at the prerequisites in a different tab if I wanted to. So we are just trying to simplify the application for users, for students, and to allow them to take a better decision on what courses to take. So they don't take anything which is like way out of the league, or it's something they are not really interested in. And as students, we won't really know if we like the course unless we sit for a lecture, and the ad swap period of 2 weeks is a little small, is what we believed. That's why we created this entire application. Now, moving forward, the next tab is people, where you can look at all the people registered on this portal. So you can look at every student which is available and registered on the portal, and you can even search them by name, or you can search by the courses they took. So for example, I want to see who took the course 583. So I can just type in and see, hey, these people have taken 583. Then I can go to their profile. Then I have a couple of options here. Either I can email them by clicking this button, which opens up your mail application, whatever you have set it, or I can add them to chat. So there is a chat functionality. I'll get to it. So basically you can click the button of chat request sent out here. And after you send the request, you can go to the chat section, and basically if they do get your request, they can basically go to chat requests and accept it. In this case, I sent a request to Dhruv, so he can see my request and accept it. So I'll send him a message, hi. And he's logged in on the other side, so he can also send messages back to me out here. So this is one way where the chat API is working. So for example, if you went to courses and you looked at a couple of people and then figured out, hey, I want to see what courses this person has taken. So for example, Yash Baleri, he has taken a couple of courses which I haven't. For example, he has taken FE 515. So I can drop him I can basically go to his profile and talk to him and ask him, hey, how is the course? What did you like about it? Or what did you not like about it? And things like that. This is not currently available on the Stevens website, and this makes it a great opportunity for students to interact with other students and clarify doubts as well. Now, what about when you are receiving requests? In that case, you can ask, so for example, if Yash wanted to send me a request, he could basically go to the people page, look for my name, click on my tab, and then click on an add button. Since I am logged in, the page looks a little different for me. I'll get to this in a while. So now I have asked Yash to send me a friend request. So if I go on to chat tab, I will see chat requests out here. I can basically then accept his request or decline it. In this case, I'll accept it. I got a chat window opened. Now I'll ask Yash to send me a couple of chat messages so we can see how the notification and how Pusher is working. So these chat pop-ups and notifications are due to Pusher. Pusher is basically a queuing system. So whenever any changes happens on this page, whether you send a chat or receive a chat, the queuing system gets a message on the bus saying, hey, there is a message coming your way. And then that queuing system basically notifies the application, hey, you need to show a toast notification on top. and I can basically reply to it, and it works as normal chats do. So this was the people's tab. There are a bunch of you can basically search by name of the person, the course they have taken. Those are the main primary filters out here. Now going to resources, this is same as before. This contains static, so this is a public URL. You can access it even after you log out. So this is freely available. It just has links to the Stevens website and the existing links which are available out there, such as the academic calendar, student Stevens support, the ISSS office site, so on and so forth. So I'll just log in back to the application using the Google account linked to my Stevens, and hey, I'm in. Now this is what the application does entirely. So I'll go over the technical aspects of the application, into what technologies we used, why we use them, what issues we had while developing it, and what we did as a workaround. So most of the application is developed in Next.js and TypeScript. So that's the UI along with Tailwind. We used our Redis provider as Upstash. Basically, it's kind of like a cloud version of your Redis, which you usually run on your local machines, but it's way organized, much more easily managed, and has more flexibility in how fast the documents can be updated. And the next technical implementation, which we the next core function, core technology which we used, was Pusher, which is basically a pubs up queuing mechanism, which I showed in the chat feature. We use MongoDB to store most of our collections related to our users and courses as such. Then we use the Canvas API, it's not technology, but we use the Canvas API to get all the data and display all the data on these pages. We used Firebase storage to store all the data and all the syllabus related PDF files on Firebase storage as well. And that's pretty much it. Now the difficulties we had while developing the application. Canvas API is a bit inconsistent when it comes to giving us data regarding our courses. So for example, I have completed graduation right now in December. So I should be having way more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are currently 9 courses out here, which is not correct, as you need 30 credits to complete a master's course. So Canvas API is a little inconsistent in retrieving all the courses available for a student, as some courses might be marked as private by the instructors, or they might not be available at all, like they have been deleted from the Canvas database, or they are not publicly available. So that's one issue which we faced. The other issue which we faced while developing the application was MongoDB clusters pretty much running out of the number of the number of requests you can do to it, and there was a recent data leak as well. So that kind of put us in a very awkward situation with all the Canvas tokens and APIs tokens coming in. So that's another aspect. Now, how we worked around most of it. So currently in our application, we have tried our best to add as many authorization tokens as possible, and added as much security measures we could to ensure the data is secure. But since most of the services which we are using are free accounts, they are publicly open as of now. But if we had more time and some money to spend on actually getting licenses for the integrations, this application would be way more secure and way more easier to deal with. So now coming to the people page, basically if you open your own profile, you'll notice it's a bit different from the regular profile which you try to see. Like, you won't have ad or email buttons, but instead you'll have a section for similar to the questionnaire where you can update your Canvas token. So for example, say you created a Canvas token, but you set an expiry date to it, and now you want to get your latest data, but there is no way to get it because your Canvas token is expired. So what you can do is you can either regenerate your old tokens by clicking regenerate token, get this token, copy it, go here, paste it. Now if this was an invalid token, say I change the last letter to something else and I run submit, it will fail because it says it seems like you have an invalid token. What if I enter some garbage? it won't work because our validations are correct and it will actually look for a canvas token of a particular format. But if I enter correct token and I hit submit, it will basically go to the backend, validate my token, re-extract all the data I have and display it here correctly. And in case your canvas profile is not updated when you re-entered your canvas token here, the cron scheduler will take care of that, and that runs every hour. So that will take care of updating all your data on the web page. Or if you send in a request to us, we can actually manually trigger these jobs on our own and then also have it updated for you as well. So by sending this request, it will run the extractor job and it says, hey, completed run job. So if something had changed in my canvas profile, it would ideally reflect here again. So that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye.